Hi. So today we are gonna continue with this series that I have started, which is like a archetypical energy of zodiac signs, and I am starting with Pisces because this archetypical energy that I'm talking about, um, I like to believe that it begins with Pisces instead of Aries. So the archetypical energy of this each sign will be a little different. I mean, the energy going to be the same. We're going to be looking at it from a different perspective, so it may sound a little mm, non-traditional, but I truly feel when I came across with the text, I'm gonna link the text below, and I really it felt like something that makes more sense. So today we are going to be talking about, we already have done, we did Pisces and we did Aquarius. So today I'm going to be talking about Capricorn and the archetypical energy of Capricorn. So after Aquarius, so in Aquarius archetypical energy, it's like it's really coming out of this Pisces abyss of chaos, abyss of pure creativity, abyss of existence of non-existence. So then the Aquarius forms. Aquarius is like a rebel, I wanna, it's like also baby in the zodiac. It's not Aries, but it Aquarius, baby in the zodiac, coming out of this chaos, trying to make a sense of being, trying to be in the most original form. But Aquarius, their element is ruled by air sign, which in the process of creating forgets, or not forgets, did not learn yet how to integrate life itself. And life cannot generate in air, just only in air life cannot generate. Air can support life, but life cannot generate just in the dry air. So after Aquarius, so Aquarius did, it's like a vast expansion of air, and it's like so much of creativity, so much of originality. But whatever they came up with, if they're not evolved with their understanding the nature of life itself, whatever Aquarius creates is very original in the form of idea, but it's not sustainable to sustain human life, or not just human life, like life in general, for long period of time, without being plastic. Okay, so that was archetypical energy of Aquarius. So now we are getting into um Capricorn. So Capricorn and Aquarius both traditionally were ruled by Saturn, and later on, Aquarius got the ruler of Uranus, because it's a rebellious of form, but it still have that Saturnic energy of creating stability. But Aquarius does in a much more, um, much more non-traditional way. So when it comes down to Capricorn, the two basic thing that Capricorn revolves around, the theme or the tone or theme of this sign, is the stability, and other is death drive. So stability is like, because after Aquarius, Capricorn is just realizing, this Capricornic energy is realizing that we cannot create life in the vast air because it's too much. We cannot, we need something that we can control, that has a within limit we can create stability, because within limit we can create structures, we can employ rules and regulation, we can control the environment if it is within limit. So that's why it is ruled by Saturn, but it's also mythologically it is came together with the two god, which is Earth god and the god of time. I just took some notes. Yeah, so the god of time and the god of earth came together, and created this Capricornic energy. So the Capricornic energy is like, okay, it's like, um, and if you listen to my Aquarius archetypical energy video, there I told discussed that how Aquarius, whatever Aquarius created mythologically, it turned into devil, it turned into something that is um, not really fulfilling the actual real wellness of life itself. It is so the Capricorn is very very concerned about that, because here Capricorn is coming after Capricorn is emerging from Aquarian energy. So Capricorn is like, okay, let's stick to the basic, let's stick to tradition, let's see how our like what has been working, let's stick to that. So it's that's why Capricorn comes with traditional ideas, Capricorn comes with traditional stability, and Capricorn also comes with structure. So those are the things that Capricorns are very concerned about, because they know that I cannot just go gaga. I have to create something with a limit so that it is sustainable, it can go long run. I don't want to create something which gonna be collapsing in 10 years, so our next generation will not be having any stability to really live their life on. So Capricorn is very much Capricornic energy. Capricorn, I'm not, this is, here is all energy, so you can take this energy. I'm also going to talk about in the end of the video, like how we can use this energy in our day-to-day life, whether you have Capricorn or not. Okay, so because this is an energy, this is all available in cosmos, this is all available around us. Because seriously, astrology, every zodiac sign is nothing but energy. I think that's the main part we need to focus on, instead of making all these stories and narrative about science, because that can create a lot of different kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I feel like if we take astrology as energy, then it's much more less reductive and much more open ended, and we can gain more out of this open resource. Um so when the god of earth and god of time came together, so Capricorn, time is what time is about. So Capricorn was immediately, Capricorn energy is very much attuned with the sense of death, because time is what death. We are born and we are going to die, and that is what time is. In between, time doesn't exist. Actually, time doesn't exist, but in a structural form, in order to create a structure around this material world, time has to exist. So we invented time. We are the only species in the whole entire world who understand time. Nobody else understand time, because we created this world, we created this structural world that we live in. And and time also brings sense of death. Time also brings a sense of perish. Time also brings a sense of decay. So Capricorn, that's why Capricornic energy wants to take the life in their own hand. Capricorn really doesn't want to rely on anything else, doesn't want to rely on, like Capricorn, like Capricornic energy knows, okay, if I do this gonna happen, and this gonna give me this. It's a very direct relation between action and the feedback of the action. So Capricorn, that's why very hardworking, very rigorous, very like steady, because it knows that if I do this gonna happen. It understands the calculation of action and the feedback. And because this is Capricornic energy, mostly driven by this death energy, and that's why Capricorn wants to create something which can go long run. So look at our society. If you really look at our society, Capricornic energy, because Capricorn is all about structure. Before Capricorn, there was no structure. So you started with Pisces, which is like complete boundaryless existence of non-existence. Then Aquarius created some kind of idealistic, mind-boggling ideas, but it did not have the understanding of life itself. Capricorn does have understanding of life because it's supported by the god of Earth, which obviously understands what works and what doesn't because we live on Earth. And it's also a god of time, so it says that okay, you can create some stability because stability is very abnormal sense. We need to understand that, like life itself is not stable because we came from this abyss, we came from this pure sense of being, which there is no sense of stability. At the Piscean energy does not understand stability because it doesn't there is no need to understand that stability. But in order to create something concrete, in order to live and like live longer in a material world, we have to understand stability. And when that stability comes, when the sense of stability is involved, that's why we can see that most of our worldly material world as we know it is ruled by Capricornic energy, 10,000 energy, Capricornic energy. Look at everywhere, look at every seriously, all the organization in corporation, any kind of government, any kind of things, is anything that is institutionalized, that has a structure, is a Capricorn energy. So we are surrounded by Capricorn energy. Capricorn, that's why Capricorn is the first cardinal energy of Earth, creating something that is out of, creating something stable out of unstable atmosphere. So that's why Capricorn knows how to work hard because it's a cardinal energy. It's creating something, it's paving a new path. So when we see all this, like if we look around our world, we see that we are doing everything. We are doing everything to fight death. Seriously, think about everything that we are doing in life, like organizational wise, institutional wise, we are fighting death. Let me go a little deeper on this example. Medicine, involve so-called evolution of medicine. What medicine is doing is stretching our life. Plastic surgery, we don't want to age. All these, I don't know, heart plantation, brain plantation, this plantation, that plantation, this and that, what is the, we are extending life. So Capricorn energy is derived, the main motivation that it comes from to work, go to work every day, is fighting death. Go, it's like Capricorn does not want to fade away because he's loved stability, because he's created something out of non-stability. So it doesn't want to, so it's like keep on adding this thing, like everything, look around, like development, the way our architecture has evolved, now our houses can, withstand storm, with can tsunami, this and that, heat, and is it really, when I mean, if the natural catastrophe comes, it's gonna break down, but to a certain extent it does. It's not made of a bamboo and straws. It's not like, with one storm, we're on the street. So obviously, in our small way, society is trying to defeat death, and that means defeating nature because death is natural. So Capricorn, that's why Capricorn and Aquarius both are satanic energy, because it really, in the, because they're so obsessed with stability, that again they undermine, they take nature as fool, but nature always gets his way. So, you know like, think about what after all this development, societal development, agricultural development, we still cannot do a lot of stuff because we are not supposed to do a lot of stuff, which is like we cannot control weather. Yes, now we can with all this laser and all these things, but it's really not, it's actually creating more catastrophe to nature. It's not, we are not controlling nature, we are not controlling in a way that's going to be in our favor. We are controlling, okay, like everywhere. Now, right now I'm in Bali, and it's like every time there is some kind of ceremony they have, the government, they actually say it out loud. They say that they are going to manipulate the weather, so there are going to be no rain, so people can do their rituals and ceremony on the street and in the temples and all these things. So all this kind of manipulation is not really having control over weather, but it's like a very temporary manipulation which creating a larger significance and damage to overall weather, overall climate. We can also Capricornic energy cannot control on aging. Yes, we can. I mean, then we become plastic. So much plastic surgery that nobody knows how to love anymore. Yes, we are doing it, but we are doing it so bad that it creates the side effects and the repercussion of those actions are sometimes it's just hilarious. What's happening in the name of control of natural course of events? Then we cannot control diseases. Yes, a lot of diseases can be cured nowadays compared to 1920s, but still new diseases are created every day. Maybe we don't have polio, maybe we don't have TB or like tuberculosis, maybe we don't have all these things that we used to have before, but we have so many other things. We have now like what, like autoimmune disease, we have cancer every like 5 out of 10, like there's so much diseases we have created, like so many things. It's like unlike you people always have to be on the pills, like like if you're living in this kind of matrix. Yes, and then we cannot change like fate, and also it's like, so we try. So Capricornic energy is like, because there's a cardinal earth, so they will try to do new things, and everything is coming from, if you think about in this way, you can really see that everything that around us is created with the core inspiration, the core motivation behind those structural um, foundational thing that that we are surrounded by came from the death drive, because Capricorn understand time, and Capricorn understand that nothing is forever. Nothing is forever because Capricorn doesn't in Capricorn does not really rely on the energetical field of being. Capricorn rely on the material field of being. In the material form, everything has a start and end. So Capricorn is always running out of time, and it's very paranoid. There's like, I need to do so much, but I have so little time. And it comes from the death drive. And so I was thinking what else. So Capricorn, like, so what Capricorn is doing, Capricorn, the main fundamental thing Capricorn is doing, Capricorn energy is doing, and overall our society is doing, is like defeat nature, because they want to defeat death. They want to defeat like any control over ourselves. Capricornic energy does not like, because it's ruled by Saturn is one of the oldest planet. It does not like that, it does not have the last saying, final saying. If you see Capricornic energy often struggle with let go and not having the last say. because it's a very Saturnic, because Saturn is one of the oldest planets, and it likes to believe that it got everything under control, but it's very aware that it cannot control. That's the another very complexity of Capricorn. Capricorn is very acutely aware of the nature of out of control of life itself. That's why it wants to control so much, because it's so much aware of death all the time, aware of decay, aware of not having any stability, not having any ground underneath, and just have this massive sense of boundaryless existence, which scares Capricornic energy, because Capricornic energy come from this Pisces and Aquarius, and they it kind of knows that those energy, the way we are looking at material world as this at this moment, does not really sync completely. We don't know how to use that fluid plasmic energy and transform that energy into material plane. Capricornic energy doesn't know that, so they try to create something, um like I got it, and that's why we'll see everything, our entire society, you know industrialization is heavily Capricornic energy. And since industrialization, and even after, is very Capricornic energy all over. Now it's going down, but it's like we are kind of understanding that we, no matter, we cannot deny that we are not in control. We cannot deny that we are nature, and we need to accept ourselves as nature. We cannot part and divide ourselves from nature and create a world of ourselves, because it's not possible. If we create that, it will be completely made of plastic. Like, we can live for 200 years but with no, like, natural life force within us. It's like, we are kind of waking up to this lack of understanding that Capricornic energy harvests so heavily, which is like, man versus nature kind of thing. Like, there is no versus. Nature is us. Us is nature. So that difference is kind of fading away as we are progressing more and more in our, you know, society as a collective. um, but it still rules, like, the Capricornic energy still wants to hold on to that. I look at, like, all this, if you live in the city or anywhere, you know we are trying to do everything that we do nowadays. you know if you are, within the matrix, everything that we do is very anti-nature, actually. So, yes, Capricorn is long lasting compared to Aquarius, you know, Aquarius archetypical energy, because Aquarius is so airy that it doesn't know how to ground that idea. It's ground breaking idea, but it's not sustainable in the form of material contextual existence. But Capricorn can do that. But the thing is, it's also not sustainable because it again, it has the knowledge of earth, but it doesn't have the wisdom of earth. It understands the limitation of earthly existence, but it does not understand the wisdom of earthly existence and the kind of and how we can use that wisdom to really transform this earthly existence into something which is eternal. Actually, the whole zodiac, if you really go deeper into the understanding of essence of zodiac and astrology, it's the whole purpose of this knowledge is to align with the God energy within ourselves and now align with the pure sense of self with the capital S, like ultimate self, ultimate potential, like realizing the full potential of self, which is like a God ultimately. If we realize the whole full potential of within ourselves, there will be no difference between God energy and us, our energy. So that is the whole point to it's like it's whole point to merge with the source. And in order to go there, it's in different stages, which is kind of named with the different sign and how they're struggling to how this energy is struggling to reach that. So the only way we can reach that when you put 12 sign together, that's the only way we can reach that. So that's why, like when we separate these signs, like, oh, you are Capricorn, I'm Aquarius, you are Pisces, this and that, it's like a very it's not really productive at all. Like all this archaeological sorry astrological knowledge, if you go back, and I have been studying astrology for quite a while and quite vigorously and intensively, you know and I have seen that, the my understanding of astrology is that it's never really a definitive knowledge form. It is the whole purpose of astrology is understanding, realizing the God energy within us. And the only way we can do that is combining everything. And that's why if you go through our birth chart, you will see that everybody has every energy. But in pop culture, we only focus on, like, I don't know, all of a sudden we became, I'm Scorpio, you are this, you are that, like all this kind of segmentation, which is not ultimately helping. It can define something, it can give a direct answer to in a certain situation, um, pertaining to certain incident or events, but overall, the actual usage of astrology, I think it's not it get diluted when you separate like this. So Capricornic energy is like, so what Capricorn has to learn is same with Aquarius. Like we are nature. We cannot exist fighting with nature. We cannot exist fighting with source. And Capricorn have this understanding that anything that is earthy, anything that is limited to time, is something inferior. So we have to go beyond that in order to beat death. But then later on we will come to this, like like that's what Scorpio is all about. It's like, we are gonna go there, it's gonna be very interesting. I cannot wait to go to Scorpio. It's like that's just what Scorpio is all about. Like, what are you talking about? Death is life. If you understand that, then you are defeating death. But as a culture, we still deny that because it's kind of hard process to go there. We need to go deeper, and somehow we want to go higher but not deeper. Like other day I got I've been, I don't know, I don't do much of this kind. I don't read all this news and everything. But I don't know, I just other day I think somebody sent it to me, a link or something. It's like I was going through, and I already knew that long back ago because it just psychically it came to me. But they're saying that, oh, we are looking up, but all the treasure, all the, if you are looking up for alien or whatnot, it's all under the ocean. It's all down there. We are looking up, but we need to go down. We need to go deep. But that's where somehow we are. I don't know. We are kind of scared of that because maybe we came from that. So we are kind of scared of that. Um. So that's what Capricorn needs to do. Capricornic energy needs to, not Capricornic energy needs to do. Capricornic energy just, you know, when you need to do that, you can get into that energy. You can get into Scorpionic energy to really understand depth. Not that Capricornic energy understand depth, but Capricornic energy is that it really fears death. Capricorn, the worst nightmare is Capricorn, um, like having a encounter with death and decay. Capricorn want long lasting things. Anyway, so how we can use this Capricornic energy if we don't have Capricorn too much in our birth chart and we feel like we need to use Capricornic energy? How we can use that? So anytime Capricornic energy, anytime you wanna manifest something in material life, we need to tap into our Capricornic energy because this is the cardinal earth sign. Without Capricornic energy, nothing can start. Then we can evolve to Virgo and Taurus. We can incorporate all these different earth element in order to really make it, because every sign, every archetype has their drawbacks, have something that is missing. So if we do not incorporate the other signs, we always gonna be feel the sense of lack. But in order to begin something, if you wanna do anything, like 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 this, I decided to come back. Not I decided, I felt something is calling me back on this channel again after 2 years. Yes, this is a Capricornic energy, because this is a earthy movement, right? It's not just idea in my head that I'm thinking and and applying in my life. I'm also sharing. I'm also sharing, to share that this is how work. I have to do research, I have to put down notes, I hate being in front of camera, but I'm getting okay with it. I need to see, like I like to do it when I'm like, I came back from swimming and now I feel very good. So I'm in my room and I feel comfortable, but it's not enough light, but I think it's okay. I feel comfortable, but I see it's a material. I'm starting something. I have to do all these things. It's not just gonna happen just because I'm thinking of sharing and it's just gonna pop up on the YouTube. No. So I have to go through this material, tangible, logistic um thing, which is also Virgo. But this is, I'm starting again, so day to day, now what I'm doing now is maybe more Virgo, because now I already have started. But when I first started things, it's very Capricornic. So whenever you want to start something which has a tangible existence in the material world, tap into your Capricornic energy. You have Capricornic energy, everybody does. So tap into Capricornic energy, and but always remember that Capricorn always forgets that it's a separate. Capricorn thinks that Capricornic energy, not Capricorn. What Capricorn? Who is Capricorn? Who can say that I am Capricorn? Nobody. But Capricornic energy feels that it is separated from nature because it's so much fear of death. So it's want to create a world of itself without death. So this knowledge needs to be um, look at sincerely when you get into Capricornic energy, so that we don't go too much ahead of yourself, because we are not separated from nature. So when you incorporate this information and then get into Capricornic energy, I think the decision you will make when you start something material thing, project, anything which has a material existence, if you understand that it needs to be aligned with the nature itself, because we are nature. We cannot fight nature, we cannot go out of nature, there is no existence out of nature. So if we can sync this thing with this initiation energy, then Capricornic energy can really create something which is so beautiful. Our earth will be so beautiful. If right now we are full of Capricornic energy, without this knowledge that nature is we are nature. So that's why it's like everything is shutting down. I hope you understand that seriously. We are in a big we're in a we're in a stage where the big shift is happening, because we are understanding what we're lacking. Before it was feeling like, okay, that's the way life is, you know. Life is just becoming plastic, so we are going to be plastic. Life is just becoming robotic, so we are going to be robotic. But now we are realizing, no, it's not life is going to be, there is something that we are doing wrong. There is a missing link of knowledge that has been found in recent years, and we are trying to imply, and we are evolving as per. So anyway, so that's how we can use our Capricornic energy in our day-to-day life. In every step of our life, we can use all this energy, because all this, like, energy is so beautiful, so beautiful. They have so much potency and potential. It's like, if we can really use all these things and put it together, all we're going to be create is nothing but beauty, nothing but harmony, and we're going to go there. So that's my understanding of archetypical energy of Capricorn. And next I'm going to talk about Sagittarius. So see, Sagittarius comes right after Capricorn. And so it's like Capricorn lacks that wisdom, of Jupiterian wisdom, that gonna be bring from the sky, from the earth. Like I said, Capricorn understand earth, but Capricorn doesn't understand. Capricorn understand earth limitation, but does not understand the wisdom of earth. So Sagittarius will try to bring some of those wisdom. So it will be really fun to talk about that. And okay, bye bye.